8 of the Treaty Making and Ratification Act of 2012 approves the ratification of the Economic Partnership Agreement.
Kenya had an October 1st deadline to ensure that the Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement is ratified by the National Assembly.
We will beat the October deadline, and we will not be subjected to tariffs.
This formal parliamentary consent was to ensure that Kenya continues to benefit from the duty-free, quota-free import arrangement into the EU.
This is important to our country, it's important to our economy, it's important to our farmers, it's important and it's within the manifesto of President Uhuru Kenyatta and the Jubilee administration. Speaker, I beg to support.
A special sitting in Parliament saw the trade deal approved and therefore protected local exporters from being subjected to tariffs of up to 22% whenever their produce accessed the EU market.
And that duties is estimated at approximately anywhere between 600 to 800 million shillings per month.
Kenya can now comfortably await neighboring Tanzania and Uganda to sign the agreement, even as the wider East African community plans to sign the EPA as a bloc in January 2017. Experts have affirmed that the trade agreement is in the best interest of the country as well as the EAC.
That we have ensured that we have a solid agreement that protects the local industry. We've put in place the safeguards that are required. There are clauses on infant industries that ensure that if in case there's need to protect any infant industry, this is done.
Currently, 65% of products from the EU enter the EAC duty-free. But under EPA, sensitive products like fresh produce, poultry, dairy, fisheries, cereals, beer and pepper, textile and wood products from within EAC are protected from cheaper alternatives from the EU, with 35% of EU imports subjected to EAC duties.
Out of that 35, 17.5 is the sensitive list. And so we have more or less blocked that from liberalization. What is left is intermediate goods and finished goods, which currently attract duties between 10 and 25%.
Kenya and Rwanda signed the EPA early this month in Brussels, with Uganda said to be willing to sign the same, while Tanzania requested for further consultations. But the four countries agreed to delay the signing for a further 3 months to January next year. Patrick Gunza, The Big Question.